Good morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. I'm AC and today I'm going to walk you through this 2023 Newmar Superstar. This is a 40/65 floor plan, so it's got bunk beds in it. School's out at least for a little bit longer, so if you want to take a trip with the kids, maybe the grandkids, might be the right coach for you. We're going to start up front here. This is going to be on the Freightliner chassis. This is an M2 chassis. So you're going to have an 8.9 liter Cummins. You have 360 horsepower and 1,150 pound-feet of torque. Easy access to the engine, which we'll work our way around, and then I'll pop the hood open for you. But for those of you that like to do your own oil changes, be able to service it yourselves, the Super C is the way to go. Alcoa aluminum wheels. The front tires here are going to be 315/80s, and they are 22.5-inch wheels all the way around. So we work our way back. You can see we have some really nice steps to help you in and out of the coach. Also our West Coast mirrors. 100 gallons of fuel capacity on this. So you're going to have 250-gallon tanks. We got turn signal cameras, backup cameras, basically got the 360 camera view. I've got the slides in just for ease of opening these compartments so you don't get to laugh at me today while I hit my head. Storage compartment here in the front. This is going to be one of your larger bays here. Plenty of room, as you can see, because it is a Super C, no pass-through, but you still get quite a bit of storage actually. This unit was ordered with the window awnings, so it's got the Carefree window awning package. As you can see, those are manual window awnings. So there's a rod that you pull those down and it ties down right there. Also has the Nova Gerard awnings, so it's got two Nova Gerard awnings. Hydraulic steps, so you get the 3 steps, one less, climb. It's kind of nice for those of you if you have bad knees, hips, etc. It's easier to get in and out. Nice grab handle here with keyless entry and doorbell. The steps do have a sensor, so I don't forget, right here on the end. So if it hits a curb, hits your leg, whatever it hits, it'll stop immediately. Here's the other bay with all your Central Vax hoses in here. And this one's actually going to be your biggest bay, so. Of course, you got to have your outdoor TV for entertaining. We have a Bose soundbar with the Samsung TV, remotes out here, and your separate Bose controller. You can see on the bottom left also your fresh tank drain. Right here, kind of hidden on the side, you're going to have 2 USBs and a standard outlet. Also your security or docking lights. On the back wheels here, we're going to have, this is a dually. You're going to have 2 95/80s on the back. And this is a 345-inch wheelbase on this one. You get 1 slide tray on the passenger side. You can see under here our frame rails. You can also see the star foundation right here on the left side here. You can see this is part of your star foundation, which gives you that quiet and true ride. Keeps the noise out, gives you a nice square base so that your slides and everything else works properly. Additional tiles, just in case you have a mishap inside, you do get a couple additional tiles. One of the nice things about the Newmar Super Cs is you get this rear hatch. Good place to put extra Oasis fluid, oil, those kind of liquids. And also a nice spot down here for a folding table or folding chairs. Do have a nice work light under here. And of course, reason you buy a Super C is heavy towing, right? So if you're towing heavy, we do have a Super Duty hitch here with 20-pound towing capacity. You're gonna have your 7-pin connector. You're gonna have 2 different connectors here. Actually, under here, you also have a 4-pin. So you have multiple connectors. So if you've got a stacker trailer you're towing, makes it nice and easy. You have 2,000-pound tongue weight. Back here, we're gonna have 2 backup cameras. One's part of that 360 camera view. You can also have different angles on your tow vehicle, whether it's a trailer or just a Jeep. You can change the angle so that you can get a good look on your tow vehicle. Here on the driver's side, you can see we have the stacker trailer add-on right here, so you can plug in a trailer, 30 amp service. Here's the back side of that slide tray. You do have an air hose for your built-in compressor, and here's a sleeve for your hitch. Also, this is how you pull down those window awnings. Sewer hose storage compartment. Of course, in your water bay here, you're going to have your outdoor shower, hot and cold water, full house water filter. You have your water hose on a power reel. Everything's nice and neatly labeled. I also like how they keep the sewer connection, the sewer hose connection separate. Outside is separated from the rest of the bay. Since we're on the sun side here now, get a good look at this color here. If you're a fan of this color, this is the Remy exterior decor or color. Also has the Remy interior when we get inside. $8K Onan generator, diesel generator, which I have running to run the air conditioner inside. You can see plenty of room around it if you need to get in and service it. Here are our house batteries on a slide tray. Easy for changing them out as needed. You can see these are labeled 7 July of 2023, so they're still good batteries. Here we're going to have our Oasis hydronic heat and hot water system, and then your hydraulic system for the slide out and your steps. So this is basically going to give you tankless hot water, 150 gallons of fresh water, so you got plenty of water to take those extra long showers. 50 amp short cord on a power reel, and also our Magnum inverter there, 3000 watt. Now this does have dual fuel, so you'll have 2 fuel tanks, 50 gallons on each side. A lot of, you can customize your seat here. You can get all your settings here, so you can air up the back, move it forward, back. You have lumbar, heat. So it gives you lots of options to get comfortable for those long drives. Your key is in most of your Super Cs, I will say, right here, so you can start it from outside. And then there is your battery disconnect for your chassis right there next to the seat. All right, now that we've gone around, I'll go ahead and pop the hood open here. This has 2 struts, which makes it really easy to open and close the hood. So easy access for your coolant, windshield washer fluid, your oil and transmission fluids on the other side there. But again, you can see you got plenty of room once the hood is open to actually do your own services. This is, like I said, Freightliner chassis. So if you happen to buy, if you buy from us and you're traveling cross country, you have any kind of chassis work that's needed while you're on the road, any Freightliner dealer will service it. You lock this other side. All right, now let's go inside. I left the slides in as I mentioned. Now we'll go ahead and give you a view of what it looks like going down the road. As we walk in here, we're going to have our fire extinguisher. You also have your entry step override right here. As I mentioned, it's a hydraulic step, so if for some reason it doesn't go all the way out or come back in, you hold that button and it takes care of the issue. Now I'll show you kind of what it looks like going down the road. So if you're up front and you have to get to the back, you still got plenty of room to walk. You can always get to your refrigerator, your bathroom. It's got a pocket door, so you don't have to worry about the door opening up and hitting your bunks. And you can get to the bedroom. If you really want to take a nap, you can climb up on the bed. Again, easy access to the bunks. Now I'll go ahead and get these opened up. You can see that's a full wall slide. It is a hydraulic slide. Shut that door. The opposing slides give you a ton of room once you get to your destination and you get all the slides out. All right, I've got the TV up. Let me put the bed out real quick. Again, with one slide, so if you happen to be somewhere you pull over, you can actually just pull open the full wall slide and you can still get around the bed. You can still get to your washer, your dryer, and to your closet. So depending on where you're at, if you don't have a lot of room on both sides, you can actually get away with just opening one side. Slides are nice and quiet, as you can tell. Since we're back here, we'll go ahead and start in the main room here. As I mentioned, we have a washer dryer. These are going to be Splendid stackables. Down below, you've got one drawer. Here in your closet, you're going to have your KIB panel, also your safe. Plenty of room for your wardrobe, and then you have a light. As I mentioned, king size bed. We do have an outlet with USB ports on both sides here, so you can charge your phone on or charge your phone overnight. Also have a little bit of storage below. The decor here, you can take these off to clean, and then these go back on. Just has little magnets that pop off. Makes it easy to clean. Over the bed here, you're going to have an outlet. And you do have a couple pass-throughs for the wires, so if you happen to have something, you're going to run some cables down. We'll close these two. You want to be careful not to open the side one while this one's open, because they will hit. And right here's the cable port I was talking about. It slides through. You can run your cables right down through here. Also down below, you're going to have control for your lights. You got your security lights outside, your accent lights. So while you're laying in bed, you can adjust your lighting accordingly. Over on this side, you're going to have your two speaker switches. So you have one speaker on each side of the bed up on the ceiling. So you can shut whichever speaker you want to shut off if you don't want both of them on. Of course, we have our TV in here. Here's our AV cabinet here with remotes, HDMI cable. That's a good spot for your receivers. And then you're going to have 6 drawers down below. Plenty of room in here for your clothes. These are soft closing, so remember not to slam them shut. Right above, we're going to have our emergency exit window. There's also another outlet right there. Up on this wall here, we're going to have our slide control here for the bed. And then your light switches. We do have a pocket door here for privacy. Again, you have the bunk, so to separate you from the kiddos, you got your privacy door here. Right outside the room, you're going to have your main control panel here. You can adjust all your lights. You can pair to it Bluetooth using the Connected Solutions app. So you can see I got the AC going. We're going to turn it up a little bit because it's still kind of warm in here. You can do your auto gen start from here as well. Light controls down below. And then now you're in your bathroom. Really large medicine cabinet in here with a nice corner cabinet as well. This side you're going to have your breakers. Everything is labeled, so if you lose power to something, make sure, I say it all the time, but make sure you always check breakers and fuses first. They do give you some spare fuses back here. Central vac system is down below. Toilet paper holder and lots of room down there for your cleaning supplies. This shower is equipped with the flip down seat. Also has the Aqua View system in it to help you preserve fresh water. So basically that will return the water that's in the line back to your fresh tank until the water gets hot, so that you're not wasting water while you're waiting for it to heat up. Also, as I mentioned earlier, pocket door in here. And now we have our 2 bunks. These have a 250-pound capacity on them, and these are equipped with the TV on both for both bunks. Both bunks also have a window, a couple outlets and reading lights down below. And for privacy, again, you do have one more pocket door, and that'll block off the bunks in case the kids are taking a nap and you have company, don't want to wake them up. "40-foot coach with bunks, and you still have some decent pantry space here. You got 2 different areas here with adjustable shelves and pull-out drawers. So these will lock. Push in to lock it so they don't come flying out while you're going down the road. Push in to release. And same on this side. These are adjustable. You have 6 on this side. Now in the kitchen we have our convection microwave. If you're like me and like to air fry stuff, this actually has an air fryer built in. Convection cooktop. So your covers here do have cutting boards. And this is removable, so if you want to cook outside, you just unplug it, put it outside on a table, and plug it in, and you can do your cooking outside on a nice day. Probably wouldn't do it today when it's 100 degrees, but hey, to each his own. A lot of counter space on this one, and drawer space. They actually give you a little counter extension, which I'll show you here in a second. Down down here is your wastebasket and also your sink covers. This floor plan comes with the counter extension here. It was also ordered with the ottomans. So when you're traveling and you put these up, just a little suggestion, make sure you put these upside down so that these don't leave imprints on the sofa. All right, on each side here, or on this side here, you're gonna have a couple of outlets. Your light controls are gonna be on the side closest to the galley here. And this is where your TV controls are gonna be for your televator. So I have it up now. I'll go ahead and drop it down so you can see the window behind it. While that's going down, you do have a sound bar up top here. Another AV cabinet with HDMI ports, satellite connections in the back as well. All right. Down below, you do have two drawers under the booth dinette, one on each side. And then up here we have two seats. Again, I mentioned earlier, you have a lot of adjustments, lumbar, heat. They're air ride seats, so you can adjust how high you are. You're gonna have a lot of additional storage up front here. And then this skylight here, I'll open up for you. I have it closed because the sun's hitting it, but I'll show you what that looks like. Over on this side, this is important. Here's your owner support. So if you buy this coach, you get to call and talk to Darian. Let's see here. Here's your shade control for your skylight. All right, now up front, as I mentioned, this is a Freightliner M2 chassis. So your HVAC controls here, your heating and cooling. Got USB and auxiliary port here. Also have a JBL speaker down below here, just below the cup holders. Window controls, door locks, heated mirrors. This is for your regen. Because it is diesel, it does have a regen. That's to do a manual regen. You really don't have to do that. It'll do it by itself. Now, if you're going down the road and you see this icon on here, keep driving if you can. It gets really hot while it's burning all the soot off of your filters. So you want to try to keep driving while it's doing that. And don't park on grass because you will burn it up. House battery and chassis merge button here. Generator on and off. Your docking lights. Your cab ceiling lights right up top. This is your light test button, so when you get ready to go on a trip, always hit your light button, have somebody outside watching to make sure all your lights are working properly. Locking rear differential, your camera controls, again, I did the shade earlier, and then your rear axle dump. Or TV antenna, or your antenna up. I like that they have this on here, not all of them have that. I see a lot of people going down the road with their antenna up, so this will let you know if it's up. You're gonna have another 12-volt outlet here and some USBs. Alison 6-speed automatic transmission. Engine brake is right here. So you turn it on, then you have low, medium, and high. These are your marker lights, so if somebody lets you pass, you want to tell them thank you, click those marker lights. Down below, you're gonna have your brakes and your throttle. Also, the little pedal in the middle here adjusts your steering wheel. So it does a telescope and adjust. On the left side over here, you're gonna have your cruise control. Turn that on, and then you have resume and set. Your light controls, And then there's a button on the bottom that says increase and decrease. That's for your dash lighting on your display there. So you're driving at night, you want to dim that a little bit, that's where you would do that. I want to point out something here on the right side that's kind of important for you to keep an eye out. First on the top, obviously your fuel. You never want to run a diesel out of fuel, so keep an eye on your gauge. Also has a depth gauge right below right there. You want to keep an eye on that. Do not ignore it so you don't get put into limp mode. And then you can have your primary and secondary air gauges. Keep an eye on those. If you start up the coach in the morning and the alarm's going off, basically it's buzzing. The buzzing's going on, it's probably because you don't have enough air. You're going to want to wait until that stops. If you don't have enough air, it will not let you disengage the parking brake. And let's see here. Heated, so you do have power mirrors. And that's it on this 2023 Newmar Superstar. Again, this is a 4065 bunk model. It is available. If you have any questions on this unit or any other unit on the lot, if you'd like for me to be a salesperson, feel free to call and ask for me directly. Call me on my cell phone, shoot me a text or an email. Si hablo español, me pueden hablar al 720-276-4241. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next week.